Hello, divas. It's Coach Twy here, of course, with Fit Fine and Fabulous. I should be live in the Diamond Divahood and also in BBA 40, which is Bikini Body After 40. So if you are watching live from either of those two groups, please check in and let me know you are watching. I know it is midday for most of you, it is mid morning for me. I am also always curious to know what is the best time to go live so that I can help the majority of the women in the group. Sometimes it's mornings, sometimes it's evenings. I would love to hear your feedback. If you are watching the replay of this, please do hashtag replay. I love to see the ladies come on back in and make sure that they are getting what they need to get by watching the replay. It is the biggest compliment. We are winding down the month of May. It is wow. Can you believe at the beginning of May we were declaring and decreeing that we were going to have an amazing month, a great month of weight loss and self love. And it is already the 23rd. We literally have 1 week left. 1 week left. Next week will be June. And I am just curious to know how many of you are actually going to push forward and finish May like you started it, with enthusiasm, with dedication to self love, dedication to losing those pounds. I wonder how many of you are going to actually finish May strong, even if you didn't do it perfectly. I know a lot of times, a lot of us, if we're not able to do all the things, if we can't meal prep, if we're not working out, if we're not drinking water, we don't want to have anything to do with finishing the month strong. We'll just all give the whole month away, throw the whole month away, and then just say that we're going to start in June. But you can start today. You can do so much in a week. I've seen ladies lose 10 pounds, 10 inches in a week, 13 pounds in a week. If you just put your mind to it, if you just desire to finish May strong as you go into June, you can absolutely do that if that is your choice. But you have to decide. You have to decide that this is what you desire to do. And then you put everything towards that and let go of the excuses, let go of the reasons. So for me, the travel has thrown me off of my schedule. Shoot, my suitcase is still packed in my closet. And as you can see, I look a little mess right now. I have on my workout clothes because I haven't worked out yet, but I do plan on getting it in. I do plan on drinking my water. Even though my schedule is awry, I do plan on dedicating myself to finishing May strong. In fact, I invited some of you to join me in this quest to get all the pounds off, get all the inches off before summer happens. So summer is coming in 1 month. In 1 month, and 30 days from today is the first day of summer. And we could lose. We can lose. We can lose those bad habits. We can lose those bad mindsets. We could lose before we start the summer. You can look better and feel better. You can feel lighter. You can feel more energized. You can feel more in control before summer starts. Now, I haven't seen anyone post a comment. I don't even know if anyone is listening to this, but if you are, I need you to say hi, say hello. And if you have any questions, please drop them. I like to try and make myself available to all of you at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, so that we can get things rolling. Hopefully, you've been following the 60-day sugar detox. Our first 30 days is just about over. We've covered proteins and carbs and all the things. So hopefully you have learned something new while going through that. In addition to that, I have been reading alongside you the book Failing Forward by John Maxwell. I love this book. Hopefully you have too. But today is Monday, and I do want to share some motivation with you. You know, a large part of success is how you think about it. It's your mindset. And a lot of us have stinking thinking, right? We think about all the times we failed and we don't even realize that what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We think about all kinds of you think about all kinds of just negative things like, oh, I'm traveling and I don't know how I'm going to do this, or oh, my kids are so busy and it's graduation season and I just can't focus on this, and oh, all the things we begin and think and just marinate on all the negative things. That is what I like to call stinking thinking. You have got to let go of your stinking thinking in order for you to succeed. The very foundation of weight loss is how you think. It is how you think. If you're saying things like, oh, I never get a gallon, I can never meal prep, I just don't have consistency enough to go to the gym, or I don't know how to cook, and I don't have the money. Like, what? I just don't understand it, right? How do you expect to have a positive result with a negative mind? If you are constantly thinking about all the things that could go wrong, that is wrong, that's not in your favor, how exactly do you expect to succeed? How can you win if you ain't right within? How can you win? You cannot. So a lot of times it's not the workouts, it's not the food, it's the thoughts that come in that say, I've been eating healthy for these last 7 days and this hamburger is free. Now how I'm gonna let go? It's free. So let me go ahead and just have this and I'll get back started, tomorrow. Or you're thinking about things like, oh, I really, really want to work out. I'm just kind of tired. Where is your dedication to your goals? As Black women, especially, we love education. So many of us are doctorate in this and professor in that and VP of this, director of that, principal, vice principal. We are out here winning when it comes to careers and education. We win, but a lot of us are moving in these amazing academic and business spaces with a lot of extra weight because we don't put that same attention to our weight. What if the way that you went so hard for your business, you did that for your body? I'm gonna go hard for my business, yes. But what if you put that same level of energy to your body as well? Meaning, I have a business meeting with such and such company. I'm so excited about meeting with that person. I am not going to miss that meeting. Okay. So what if you did that for yourself? I have a meal prep meeting in my kitchen where I am cooking and designing amazing meals that's going to fuel me so that I can be the best version of me. I cannot miss that. What if that was your mindset about how you nourished yourself? Or, hey, I know it's a 4-year situation. I'm a freshman in graduate school, my first year graduate school. I need to study for midterms. I need to get this degree. I need to stand before the board to defend my dissertation. What if you kept that same energy for your health? What if you could do that? What is stopping you from doing that? What stops you from going all the way in consistently? Truly, what is stopping you from doing that? Have you ever taken the time to analyze for yourself? Why can I not master this area of my life, but I've mastered so many other areas? Why is this an Achilles heel for you? Have you asked yourself that? Right? I could answer it for you, to be honest. You're not winning because it's not urgent, because it's not a priority. It's not something you super desire. That's all it is. If it were something you super desired, that you don't want to live another day without being healthy. You don't want to live another day with elevated A1C. You don't want to live another day overweight. If it was urgent for you, right, you would be able to put that thing, those old habits to the side and focus and absolutely focus. So here I am out in DC, which I had a fabulous time, an absolute fabulous time. I'm so happy that I went. But guess what? I worked out every day I was there, except for one, my travel day, the day I traveled there. I even worked out the day did I work out the day I was traveling out? I worked out every day. I had salmon almost every day. I had salads, right? I did not partake in any alcohol or any, you know why? Because I decided ahead of time. I decided before I left, before I went to LAX, I decided I am going to have a healthy trip. I do not want to derail my summer goals so that I can partake in stuff that I already know what it tastes like. I know what chocolate cake tastes like. I know what alcohol tastes like. I know all the things. I know what they taste like. And it was a really uncomfortable situation. Mind you, I went to DC for a leadership conference that was hosted by Facebook and Meta, but I had not met one person. I don't know those people. I did not know them in real life, right? It was all virtual situations. So I went there not knowing a soul. And that could also make you want to, well, let me sit here and nibble. Let me sit. No, I felt my feelings. Whatever my feelings were, I felt my feelings. And, right, I did not use food to soothe them. So if I was feeling lonely, or oh my God, I don't know these people, or I'm so nervous what I'm going to say, and I have to go on that stage and do what? You know, if I felt like that, alcohol was not going to befriend me. Food was not going to befriend me. I used my own comfort, my affirmations, right? My mindset. I had already arrived with that mindset. You have got to have a mind for health. That's how this works. You have got to decide ahead of time. This week is going to be a healthy week no matter what, because guess what? You can get a flat tire. Because guess what? Your kid could get injured. Because guess what? All kinds of things can happen. The meeting can run long. The meetings can get canceled. All kinds of things can be different. All kinds of things can end up not working out the way you planned. So ahead of time, you have to decide. You have to decide, this is who I want to be and how I want to show up for this week. And stop letting little things derail all of your work, all of your passion for your health, right? Oh my gosh, I was running late, so I didn't have my food, so I just went ahead and had a burger. Really, friend? Because there was no other options, huh? We let just whatever drive us to do all the wrong things. And we know it's the craving receptors in our bodies like trying to, they're not helping you. They're not trying to get you to be where you want to be. You're going to have to fight for that yourself. If you're deciding that you're going to fight, I need you to type #fight. If you're going to decide that this last week in May, I don't care what the rest of May look like. I don't care what I did last week. I don't care what I did the second week of May. I don't care that I have not reported my healthy habits. I don't care that I did not do the lesson. I don't care. I absolutely don't care. What I care about is what's ahead of me. That's all you can control. You can't control the fact that, oh, I miss yoga. Oh, I miss HIIT, so I'm just not going to do it. I just can't do it. Really, friends? So now we are failure. Now we are failure. We are not. We are not. We are more than conquerors. We are more than what we tell ourselves. We are more than what others believe us to be. We are more. And you have to believe that. You have to be able to talk yourself into that, even though you cannot see that or feel that with your eyes. #fight if you fighting for the rest of May. Because we only have a week left and then bam, it's Memorial Day. And I'm gonna need you to identify right now, what kind of Memorial Day do you want to have? Memorial Day does not run you. Memorial Day weekend does not run you. You run it. You run life. It is your life. So how are you going to decide to show up for Memorial Day? Because I know a lot of us struggle. We're like, it's barbecue and it's this and it's that. Girl, you have that every damn year. Excuse my French, right? We have that every year. These holidays come every year. What if this time you decided I'm going to holiday me? I'm the holiday. Okay, I'm getting ready for me. I'm getting ready for my coming out. I'm getting ready for how I want to show up on the beach, in the mall, on the streets. I'm getting ready for me. Forget a holiday, right? It doesn't mean anything. You can show up and still be healthy. Decide right now. What kind of Memorial Day am I having? Because a lot of times we get caught up because we don't want to take the time to think about how we're going to handle situations. Then we get in those situations and then we feel really bad. So the way that you win through this is by planning. Planning and preparation leads to success. Or a lack of planning leads to piss poor performance. You could quote me on that. It's a fact. It's a fact at work. It's a fact at school. It's a fact in your family. It's a fact with your health. So a lot of us refuse to plan. Oh, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to take the time. Or I'll do it later. I got other stuff to do. Well, okay. You got other stuff to do. Well, maybe this is not the place for you right now. If you have other stuff to do every freaking week and you're not able to focus on yourself, that is what we are here to do. We are here to celebrate. We are here to encourage. We are here to uplift. But sis, where are you in all of this? How did you do this week when you reported your stats? What did your stats look like? Did they reflect what you wanted them to reflect? Did your stats go down? Did they go up? Or did you not even record your stats because you're like, I already know I did bad? Why? That's the time you're supposed to show up, right there. When you know you did bad. Okay, I already know I did bad, so I'm not even going to step on that scale. I'm not even going to measure myself. Then what are you going to do? What are you going to do? If you already know the results, what you going to do? Friend, what is you going to do? You're just going to continue to repeat these same habits because we have habits. They're not all healthy, but we all have habits, right? So we have to be able to build in these healthy habits that's going to last us a lifetime. And one of the healthy things that we need to do, baseline, borderline, foundational, and at the very least, we should be planning our food. We should be planning our food to some degree. I'm not saying the whole week because that might be a lot. I'm not saying all the foods for 4 days. That might be a lot. But shoot, you should know what you're having for breakfast, right? Just like you know what you're going to wear to work. You know what clients you're going to see. You know who your customer. You know some things. You just refuse. Some of us are just refusing to also understand those things about ourselves as it relates to food. Even before workouts, we need to focus on food. Who is feeling good about how they are eating? Who is feeling like, okay, I am doing a good job? I want to know, is anybody who's watching this live, if you are feeling like you are doing a good job with food, I need you to type #food. If you are feeling like, I already corrected myself, I'm on it. I am focused on my food. I'm not saying you didn't make any mistakes per se, right? Because I hate the word mistakes as it relates to food. I'm not saying you didn't go off plan. I'm saying that you take the time to plan your food, that you take the time to focus on the next best thing and not dwell in the past, that you are focusing on where you want to be. I see some #foods. Okay, great. So you are focusing on your food. Excuse me. So if you are focusing on your food, you should be seeing some results. You should be seeing some results as it relates to energy, as it relates to skin, as it relates to belly, as it relates to sleep. Are you seeing any benefits to focusing on your food? If you are, please share. Please share. I see Lisa is here, and Lisa says she's focusing on her food. Hey, Lisa, share some benefits that you've seen from focusing on your food. Excuse me, Natalie, Vanessa, ladies, I need some water. I'm out here yelling. I'm out here yelling because I want you to win. I want you to win. I don't want you to go through the same rat race, and then the same results. We need to come to the end of a month looking different, feeling different, with a different mindset than what we did when we started that month. And what I'm trying to help us understand is what is stopping us. Are you different, Lisa? You're focusing on food. Has there been a difference for you? Lisa, Natalie, Vanessa, and the other ladies, I can't see your name. So please do click the link at the top of this video so I can see your name and I know who I'm talking about. Do you see a difference from focusing on your food? What differences do you see? Lisa says that eliminating inflammation and she's not as tired. She's not as tired. You see, focusing on your food is not just about losing weight. It's also about how you feel, and how you feel dictates the quality of life that you're living. So if you got all this inflammation, then you're feeling bloated. If you have all this inflammation, you might have more headaches. If you have all this inflammation, you might not like your body when you look at it in the mirror. If you have fatigue, if you are tired, you can't accomplish as much as you want. You just fall asleep. We're tired. I got to go to bed. We're fatigued, right? If you are able to focus on your food and eliminate inflammation and increase your energy, then you can do more, be more, feel more. This is not just about weight loss. It's about the quality of your life. Don't you want to have a better life? Don't you want to look in the mirror and be like, dang, I'm cute in this. I love how I look in this. I love how I feel today. Oh my God, I have on these heels and my knees don't hurt. Don't you desire that for yourself? Right? So Vanessa's like, I'm proud that I have been more consistent than I've been in the past. That is a huge win. That is a huge win, to be more consistent than you were in May than you were in April. Vanessa can say that. How many others watching this video can say my May was better than my April? And I'm not talking about my May and your May, right? Because we don't need to be comparing ourselves to each other. Right? We use each other as a motivation. Like, oh, I feel so excited to see such and such posting. Let me go post, right? But we should be able to look at a previous month and say to ourselves, I may not be all the things I desire to be with this month, but thank God I'm not where I was in April. Imagine, Vanessa, if you did that again in June. If your June is better than your May, you would be so far away from what April was for you. Keep doing it. This is a form of leveling up, right? And you don't level everything up at once. And I think that is our problem. We want to do it all at once. I want to drink the water, go to sleep. I want to sleep at the 8 hours. I want to eat the clean meals. I want to work out. I want to wash my face. I want to take the vitamins. You want to do all the things all at once. And then when you don't win at that, you quit. You are an all or nothing diva. And you're going to constantly lose if you're always feeling like you have to do all the things, but you don't. You don't. You have to do what Vanessa is doing. Vanessa is accepting her pace. I am doing more in May than I did in April. That's all you can ask of yourself, is to do more in May. And then you call yourself, right? You hold yourself, because everybody can't be held accountable by someone else. You got to be able to hold Nicole. I held Nicole accountable. Nicole has to hold Nicole accountable, but Vanessa has to hold Vanessa accountable. You're going to have to be able to hold yourself accountable to be better. And stop just throwing away health goals. Because one day you're going to show up and you're going to be pre-diabetic and you won't like it. Because guess what? 60%, the majority of Black people is already obese. Obese, not just fat, obese. And obesity leads to disease. So the longer you play this game with yourself, that I am not going to rise up, I am just going to continue to do the bare minimum or nothing at all, fall off, get back on, fall off, get back on, then one day you're going to wake up with new pills. You're not going to like that. So may as well get to where you need to be right now. Right now. This is how we are going to do this. So I need you to be able to see that because maybe you're not like Vanessa. Maybe your May up to this point has not been the best. Who freaking cares? Since it don't matter. This is still May. You could still declare and decree that by the end of May, I will have a rhythm of health in my life. Problem is, we have these ideas about the result, but we don't realize the kind of woman you need to be to get that result. There's a certain kind of woman who is able to meal prep weekly, says she organized. There's a certain kind of woman that you need to be in order to lose weight, says she is focused on her health. She is focused on her food. There's a certain set of values, a certain set of standards, certain set of accountability that you need to have in order to get that. So you might just be like, this month I want to lose 10 pounds, but you ain't willing to do nothing. You ain't willing to be the woman who creates that. Are you willing to do the things that need to be done to be the woman you want to be? Are you willing? If you are willing, type hashtag willing. And I'm serious. Please don't type hashtag willing if you really ain't gonna do it. Because we're willing this week, not just willing in the future. I'm talking about willing this week. If you are willing to be that woman that you need to be to get the body, because that's the disconnect. We know we want to do this, but do we realize you got to do this to get to this? Do you realize that? Do you realize in order for you to lose the weight that you got to get organized? I ain't know if you realize that. Because a lot of y'all in here just doing it. I forgot to do this. I forgot. Really, sis? Really? You don't see all the reminders. You don't see the reminders. Now, maybe you don't get the text because the text is janky sometimes and we're working on that. Excuse the text. But text is new, right? So we still got Facebook posts. We got emails going and we talk about multiple and we're tagging you on things. What is the reason? What is stopping you, right? And I don't want to. The one thing I don't want to hear, Lord God Jesus, I do not want to hear, I'm going to try. Oh, no, you're not. You're not going to try, because if you're going to try, you're not going to do it, because that's such a weak declaration. That's such a weak. Why are you declaring your health like that? So weak like that. Just weak with it. I'll try. No, sis. We declaring and we are decreeing. This is what we're doing this week. This is how we're moving this week. This is the energy that you give to your health, not the I'm going to try, but it's really hard. Girl, get out. What is easy in life? And if it was easy, do you think the majority of the nation would be obese? If it was easy, though. Are you called to be lazy? Are you called to do the easy things? Or were you called to be better, to be great? I mean, really, what is God's calling on your life? I know on mine. It is not to be about that complaining and laziness and focusing on lack and focusing on what I can't. I'm about solutions. We're about to drive to some results. If we don't have the answer, we're going to go find it. If I don't have the support, I'm going to ask for it. If I don't understand it, I'm going to ask for clarity. Right? I'm going to need you to be willing this week to do all the things, all of them, all the things. And I'm talking about things as it relates to how you're thinking, things as it relates to your food choices. Those two things will win this whole week. This whole week, it will win for you if you mind your thoughts and mind your food. Mind your thoughts and mind your food. Mind your business. Those things should be your business. Your mindset and what you eating. We focus on our money. We focus on our kids, I hope. What we focused on? External stuff like clothes. What are you focused on if you're not focused on health? What is taking up all your time like that? What is taking up all your time like that? Okay, so Jackie says she wants to be healthy, but what you willing to do? I want to be healthy too. That's a great declaration. I want to be healthy, but that's very different than I will be. I will be. So even that sounds nice. It's not like you're saying I'm gonna try to be healthy. I want is better than I'm gonna try. But what's best is the will. Where is the will? I will be. I am walking in health. I am health. Health is me, right? I want to be a little stronger than I try. So I commend you for that. But it's still not there. We have to declare it. Because listen, passiveness against your health does not generate the results you want. If you're going to be passive, you're going to get passive results. Passive result. I'm so happy my mind is shifted. I don't know who said that, but I'm happy for you too, because it starts in your mind. It starts with how you think about failure, which is why, and I know a lot of you are not reading this, but you should, because a lot of us are failing, and we are failing backwards, and we keep repeating the same habits, because you're going to keep getting the same lesson until you learn it, until God believes, right, that you've mastered it. Every last time a burger is put in front of you and you know you trying to do right and you know you got more than 30 pounds to lose, sis, you really think you got time for that burger right now? You really think burgers gonna go out of style? You really think if you say no to this burger, there won't be another one later? Make a choice. Make a choice that's funding the body you deserve. Make a choice that's funding the health that you want. You're making choices that's feeding fat and wondering why you fat. Because you're feeding it. Talking about it's free. Talking about it's free. Well, sis, fat is free. Fat is free, right? You can get you some fat real easy. Muscle health ain't free. You get that with sweats in the kitchen, sweats in the gym, throwing iron, but fat is free. Go on and get you some if that's what you desire. You are not in the right place if you trying to be fat. Trying. Over here talking about I need a cheat day. Really? A whole day? Oh, Lord Jesus. A whole day. No, ma'am. No, sir. We are going to focus this week. We are not finishing May week. I'm talking about WEAK. We are not finishing this month week. We are walking in purpose and strong and powerful and doing the things. Saying no to stuff that does not serve your goals. So set yourself up for some goals this week. What's your goals? We're not ending another month without being dedicated to ourselves. So dang dedicated to our jobs, our husbands, our booze, our kids. So damn dedicated. Be dedicated to you. Show some of that dedication to yourself. Show some of that respect to you, because listen, meal prep takes time. Therein lies the love. Things you love, you take the time to do. So if you like gonna overlook it and be like, I'm gonna do that later, well, guess what? Later might never come because there's so many things trying to grab your attention. Your phone is grabbing your attention. Your family is grabbing your attention. Your Netflix is grabbing your attention. All the things trying to get your attention. So if you're not intentional about where you're putting your attention, guess what, sis? You're going to be left with the results of whatever that is. With the results, with the scraps of whatever left of your day. Whatever left of your day. So if you're not like, I'm determined, I'm going to do this, somebody else will decide for you what your hours will be. Okay, I am releasing a new Netflix special, and it's Bridgerton, and it's season 2, and it's 10 episodes. Boom. Shonda Rhimes just decided your whole Saturday, your whole Sunday. Because guess what? You didn't block no time. You ain't do it. Shonda Rhimes did it for you. Right? That happens over and over and over in our lives. Other things, other people, other goals, other people's goals are winning over yours. Other people's goals. Shonda Rhimes wanted to get her number of people watching her show up. So she launched it on a certain day, and bam, she did that. Took your time. You could watch Shonda Rhimes and also meal prep. I'm watching Bridgerton meal prepping. You can still make it a priority. It is not either or. It is not black or white. There's gray. My shirt's gray. It's gray in this. So you can make both work. Two things can exist at the same time. They can be mutually exclusive, inclusive, all of those things. So I see people saying they're willing, but I have to wonder, are you really willing? You know what's going to show that you're willing is that you're posting your food, is that you're actually eating healthy, right? I see you, Natalie. I see you saying it. I see you, Lisa. I see you saying it, right? You say you're willing, but let's prove it. I want to see this week who is really willing, like who's really doing this. I'm going to do it with you. I'm going to be posting my food in the group. I want you to do the same. I want you to stop being so into yourself about all your issues, and you think you're the only one going through something that you can't share that in a group of women who want to help you. So if you're struggling, Vanessa does this really well. Oh, I'm out here on vacation and I just can't seem to get it right. She's very transparent. And then guess what? She gets transparent support in her comments because no one knows what you're struggling with unless you open your mouth. Open your mouth. There are women here who want to pour into you, but we can't pour into a vessel that's not there, that's not open, that's not talking, that we have no clue about. So please share. Please post in the group. Please ask for help. Should I be begging for you to ask me to help you? Like, you have resources. Use them. Get out your feelings. Get out your feelings and be willing this week to do the work and not the worry. Do the work, not the worry. We worry so much. Oh, but I might not be able to even meal prep. Oh, but I might not even have the money. Or but I might. Listen, whatever the issue is, I can guarantee it that God will provide a solution for it if you would just ask it in power and stop playing around. Whatever the issue is, there is a solution. You are in a group of women who want to help and support you. I bet we could rally around you and come up with a solution. But we're not able to do that. We're not given the opportunity to serve you if you are not willing to be transparent about where you are and what you're doing in your journey. We need to see you. We need to hear from you. Somebody said, I'm willing this week. Good. Be willing. Be willing. Jackie said, I meal prep for the past 3 weeks. I know I needed to do something different to see a change. You had best to testify. Great job, Jackie. Y'all help me celebrate. Jackie, go ahead and reply to that comment to Miss Jackie and say, girl, for 3 weeks straight, how many of us can say we did that? How many of us on this video can say I meal prep for the 3 weeks in May? If it was you, put #3 in the comments. Go on, Miss Jackie. And you keep that going. You keep that same energy. You finish May like you started it. Determined. Something different is going to come. Because that doesn't include diabetes. That doesn't include a stroke. That doesn't include high blood pressure. That doesn't include high cholesterol. Our change is going to come in a positive direction. Positive towards our health. Absolutely. We are so proud of you. If you have meal prepped for 3 weekends this week, do a #3. Do a #3 for me. Go ahead on, Miss Vanessa. Y'all reply to Miss Vanessa and let her know that, hello, we see you, we applaud you, we support you, we are behind you. You are not alone in this. This is what we do, ladies. Meal prep is how you get the health you want. Planning your, that's the secret. People are like, what's the secret? The secret is planning your food. The secret is when I eat a meal, I don't like it and it's healthy, I decide I don't want that no more. I remove that from my cookbook and I add in what I like. The secret is finding foods you love that are actually healthy for you. That are actually healthy for you. Come on, Miss Lisa. Y'all help me celebrate Miss Lisa for her 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Come on, Lisa. That's what we are talking about. These ladies, Vanessa, Lisa, Jackie, are examples of what you are called to be in your own life. Why aren't you there? Help me to help you. Why aren't you like Lisa and Jackie and Vanessa and the other ladies who I know have also meal prepped for the 3 weeks in May? What is stopping you? If you are watching this in the replay, do #replay. And I'm going to come back. And I want to read. Because there are women who did not meal prep. There are women who may not have even meal prepped once this May, but declared and decreed that they would. There are women who only meal prep once. And I'm sorry. I'm not celebrating that. I'm going to celebrate consistency, right? That's like the kids who go to the soccer leagues and they won't get everybody a trophy because everybody participated. No, I'm going to need you to do what you called yourself to do, what God is calling you to do. And that is to treat your body like a temple. How are we treating our bodies like a temple? We are feeding it delicious foods. And baby, there is no better time to eat healthy than now. This spring and summer, I don't know about you, but the melons, the berries, the asparagus, like those things call me. I look forward to spring and summer fruits so that I can make all the salads, all the, proteins plus mango. I put mango on everything, mango everywhere because it tastes so good. It makes everything better. Pineapple chicken be rolling in the spring and the summer, right? So we have to think in terms of how can I best be healthy? What is helping me? What drives me to be consistent? You got to find that for yourself. I can give you suggestions on what helps me. Lisa can give you suggestions. Vanessa, Jack, we can all give each other suggestions. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to decide and determine what really helps and drives you. What is helping and driving you to make you consistent? If you cannot unlock that, if you cannot figure that out and you keep yo-yoing, keep going. It's going to come. The problem is we get frustrated and we stop. And we stop for a long time and then we come back to it. Don't stop. Make the mistake, air quote mistake, right? get off plan, do whatever you're doing, then come back. And people are like, well, what do you do after you've had such a weekend where you've eaten all the things you shouldn't have eaten? All right. What should you do? I would love to hear from some of the women who are watching this live. What should you do if you had a weekend and you just went off the chain? You went off the chain. You ate all the wrong things. You had barbecue ribs. You had that Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. Because, baby, they're out here trying to get your attention. I told you. Netflix trying to get your attention. Them fast food restaurants out here dropping new drinks in the summer, trying to get your attention. Right? Dunkin' Donuts out here with the flavor Starbucks. They are trying to get your attention. They're not getting mine. I have my attention. I have my goals. If you don't set your goals, someone else, you'll be fulfilling someone else's. You'll be fulfilling someone else's, right? So, ladies, what should you do if you had a rough weekend and you were like, man, I just gave in to them cravings? Listen, what should you do to get back on track? How should you get on track? What foods would you be eating to get back on track? What specifically? I see what you're saying. Give yourself some grace to get back on the wagon. Yeah, but like, well, what should I eat? What should I do specifically? I was off the wagon, off the reservation for a whole week. What should I do? Right? Jackie said I walked past the cookie aisle and Trader Joe's, because they're little demons. They little demons. They can be. They absolutely can be little demons. When I was really, really struggling with weight loss, this is a few years ago, and my demon, because hers is cookie, her little demon, Jackie's little demon sounds like it's Trader Joe cookies. Mine was McDonald's. I kid you not. I would get a 6-piece nugget with barbecue sauce, like the 10-piece. And then with the number one, and you guys all know, number one is the Big Mac, and it would be with the extra large fry, and then it would be with either Dr. Pepper or Coke, but most time a Coke. So I would have the hamburger, French fries, drink, and a side of nuggets with barbecue sauce, and then a pie. And I would eat all of that, half of that before I even get home. Oh, yes. That was a demon. So when I was coming out of that, when I was coming out of the demon hood, not the diva hood, when I was coming out of the demon hood and I was correcting my behaviors, I began to shake my finger out the window at McDonald's. Be like, they are out here. I hate y'all. I hate y'all so much. Because all of the weight I had, it was from me choosing McDonald's. I don't know what they put in their food to make it addictive, but it's dang gone addictive to me. It was to me. And I know a lot of people don't like McDonald's, but I love it. And that was my little demon. And the way I got over it is by demonizing it. It's calling it, just like Jackie is. I called it that. Sometimes I will not lie. I done cuss McDonald's out. I know them. Just cuss them out. I would do that. Because guess what? That helped me to reject them. To reject them. Whatever you need to do for your mindset to get you out of the habit of doing all the wrong things to feed and fuel your body, do that. If it's actually cussing out McDonald's, cuss them out. If it's calling the Trader Joe cookies the demons, they demons over there, do it. This is a game of mindset. It is mind over actual matter. The matter in this case is food. The matter in this case is your stomach. It is your mind that's guiding you. You have control. Take a pause. When you feel yourself being pulled to eat more chips and you know you already full, you know you already tasted them and you're like, all right, I'm good. But you're like, nah, let me go get some more. You should know that is emotional. That is an emotional decision. Something. Maybe you're bored. Maybe you're lonely. Maybe something else is happening, and you're using food satiate that. Maybe you're angry at somebody and you can't really express your anger, but you can feel better by eating food. What we need to be doing is understanding our feelings, our emotions. That's what we need to be doing. But instead, it's easier to drive through a drive-through than it is to understand what's really going on with ourselves. All right. So someone said, tell yourself it's okay, time to get back on track and meal prep. Yes, they should meal prep. Yes, they should meal prep. So here is my suggestion. If you had a horrible weekend, if you're watching this, because I know everybody on here did not eat clean all weekend. Let's be clear. Okay, I know it. And you're like, I need to get back on track. So let's say you've been, I don't know, tripping the whole week, the whole month of May. How do I get back on track? It's very simple. It's very simple. Just start eating healthy. That's it. You don't have to detox. You don't have to drink green smoothies. You don't have to go all the way in. Simply all you have to do is just start eating healthy. Your habits begets new habits. So if your habit is to drive to McDonald's, that's your habit that you're fueling. You're fueling that habit. When you starve the old habits and begin to pay attention to these new habits, I'm talking about big attention. You got to be intentional. Remember, you got to be intentional. So if you're beginning to be intentional about the healthy habits, you will eventually move away from the bad ones. Simply because where you put your energy, what you're measuring, what you're putting your eyes on is what will grow. What you're talking about, what you're saying, what your mind is thinking will grow. It will absolutely grow. It will actually come to life. There is power in the tongue. That is not a lie. It is not a lie, sisters. So I would say to that person who has been off the track, off the rails, just start eating good. Don't feel the pressure of doing no silly smoothie cleanse, no 3-day detox raw. Girl, just get you a healthy meal. And we've been talking about what healthy meals are all in this course, ladies. So I'm going to sum it up like this. This is our last week in May. I want us to focus this May. I want to see you in the group this week. I want to see you posting your food. I want to see you posting your workout. I want to see you posting your daily habits. Something, anything, at least 3 times this week. For me, I'm doing it every day. You're going to see me. You're going to see me every day, because when I post to you, it holds me accountable. So it's a little selfish. It is a little selfish. So I'm going to talk my butt off, because what I say, what I think grows. So if I'm constantly talking about meal prep and eating right, constantly talking about being positive, constantly talking about doing the right things, I am more likely to do the right thing than if I am alone, doing it on my own, right? So focus on doing the next best thing. The next best thing is to make sure that you have the food that you need. Ladies, I am so grateful for your time today. I really hope that this video gave you some motivation for your week, because that was my goal, to give you some motivation, to shock you into having an amazing, healthy week. Make this last week in May your best week of 2022, period. That's what I'm looking for you to do. I'm looking for you to make this last week in May your best week in 2022 yet. 2022 ain't never seen you this consistent. Make that this week. I'll be looking for you in the group. If you need me, just tag me. If you need help with anything, just email VIP Diva Support. If you watch the replay, do hashtag replay. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a comment and let me know, because I love to hear from you, ladies. I am so blessed to be able to serve you in this capacity. I look forward to your progress this week. I cannot wait till Saturday, because we're going to have an amazing Saturday. that is focused on the goals that we desire for ourselves. That is what we are doing. We are building up till Saturday. So get yourselves together so we can report amazingness this Saturday. And next week on Tuesday, I believe that's the last week in May. So this is the last day in May. This is the last Saturday of the month. So not only do we want to give the results for this week, I also want us to give the results for the whole month. How much did you lose this whole month? How much did you lose? How many habits did you rewrite? We're rewriting habits. We're rewriting mindsets. We are doing all the things. This is our week. This is our week, Tamika. Stop playing with me. You're doing great. Keep going. Vanessa, this is our week. Nothing is coming in between what we have for ourselves. Nothing, Tyra. Nothing, Tyra. Nothing, Jackie. Nothing, Vanessa. Nothing, Lisa. All of you who are watching. Nothing is coming in between me and my goals, you and your goals this week. This week. So if you are focused, type stats. If you are focused on Saturday, that means from Monday to Friday, I'm good in the hood. From Monday to Friday, and on Saturday morning, I'm going to report some wonderfulness. Stats, hashtag stats. See you. Looking forward to seeing you in the group. Even more excited about this Saturday because I'm going to be reporting mine too. Dang on it. We got to keep it going, ladies. Summers in 1 month. Summers in 1 month. Hashtag Saturday. Love chatting with you. Talk to you again soon. Bye, ladies.